have received several reports of an enormous blaze occurring at the now defunct observatory last night.
A charred terrain about 40 yards in diameter.
Residents described the flames as being purple and reaching heights of several hundred.
Initial reports put the body count in the hundreds. Lisa, over to you.
Investigators at the scene say the cause of the fire is yet to be determined.
Have investigators saying burned beyond identification.
Celebrity Tumor presents Delivery.
Alaska? Fucking Alaska? What the fuck is he doing in Alaska?
Okay, so since we were talking the other day about that job I had as a courier, I remembered an incident. You remember I told you about how I sometimes had to pick up, biological material or medical waste, human organs and the like? Well, one time I got one of those. Picked up a filthy styrofoam box labeled Biological Substance Category B from some dodgy clinic. Drove a long-ass time out to some industrial park in Verina, where there lay a single car in an unpaved parking lot, calling those buildings nondescript as a flourishment. Off-white painted cinder blocks coated in sloppy strokes and gray metal doors. Perhaps, due to some kind of weed-killing treatment, the parking lot and surrounding land was entirely barren. This is not common in Verina. Only one of those gray doors had anything resembling a sign, a rusting piece of aluminum declaring deliveries. So, pressed for time as I was in those days, I parked and approached that door. The box wasn't heavy, curiously light. There was a button, unlabeled, which I pushed, and to my astonishment, it buzzed rather than rang. I could make out, if only barely, some shuffling within, coupled with a whooshing sound of several locks being unlocked. The door slowly inched open, releasing a meaty odor like your breath after a salami and onion sandwich. I was greeted by a portly gentleman, donning a Burmese mustache. He appeared to be descended from some exotic locale such as the Gobi Desert. "Yeah?" he wheezed. "Delivery?" Let me explain something to you. This guy was the poster boy for pedo. That shitty little mustache, gut and tight-fitting polo, all accenting his oily bangs. He was also out of breath. I noticed, only momentarily, what lay beyond his awkward lean. Behind him extended a barren concrete hall, only illuminated at the end. There, I keenly recall a formica table with at least 3 albino children seated at it. The legs of a tripod were visible beyond the doorframe. He arched his eyebrow. "Delivery?" "Yes." I handed him the box, which he accepted begrudgingly, and pulled the pen out of my pocket for him to sign the confirmation sheet on the clipboard I had in my other hand. To the best of my memory, that signature read something like Kincaid, but I cannot be certain. Nor can I be absolutely positive those were proper albino children I saw either, as they were cast in a shadow below the flickering green of a fluorescent bulb. Never took another delivery there. True story.
Their front-facing phenomenon is to be afforded a wide berth, naturally. The world is tempting us. We are currently immersed in a global liminality. This shared feeling of unreality is our psychic drowning as we traverse the transition.
There you have it, Marky boy. That's the most recent. Postmarked somewhere in northwest Canada. 'Twas a real bastard looking up that address, I tell you. At least he don't sound as distressed as that last one, and the ones he sent you. Congratulations, by the way, on your third marriage, you insatiable bastard. Brother, you are a true masochist. And yes, to answer your question, I'm staring down retirement. But as you can imagine, I'm holding out until we can sort out what kind of trouble Jimbo has gotten himself into. My God, Mark, it's all true. Every bleeding word of it.
Mill Valley Psychiatric Hospital, Crisis Stabilization Unit. Admission interview with subject number 1222-1978. Category 302 with A1799 hold.
December 5th, 1998.
Delivery is a podcast distributed by Celebrity Tumor and licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike international license. For information pertaining to the episodes, cast list and attributions, please visit deliverypodcast.com.